This clip is sponsored by Med Travelers. If you're an SLP interested in travel therapy, visit medtravelers.com to get started. And so once you get the information from this assessment and feel like you've got an idea of, okay, here's where the deficits are, here's where they're doing really well, here's how we want to make it practical, how do you then begin to develop the interventions?
So one of the best ways to do that is through the WHO ICF framework interview. And that is basically this structured interview where you ask clients and patients how their lives are impacted by their stroke or their brain injury. How has it affected your ability to communicate with your family? What is important to you? What do you miss doing since having this happen? How has it impacted your body? What's different about your body? What do you miss doing? And that information is like a gold mine. It is where you get everything you need to know about what to use going forward. So I had a lady who was just passionate about her Bible studies. And that was something that she was just devastated. She could not participate in the way she used to. And so we got that information and we used that. So we worked on, we'd get the passage in advance, we'd boil it down to what the main idea is. We'd practice reading it for fluency. We'd practice discussing what the meanings are. We'd use semantic feature analysis or phonological component analysis to pull information out of that and help her create that network so that she could get into that conversation and have something meaningful to share.
Yeah, and then just like you said, that's meaningful to her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm curious, what if they have their communication is such that they can't tell you what they've lost, what's important to them, what they want to do? What do you do then?
Oftentimes I'll call the family.
Okay.
I'll try to reach out to the family to find out specifically. We also, so for example, if somebody is severely apraxic and they have a really hard time saying yes or no in an accurate way and a consistent way, a lot of times holding up hands and saying, okay, so this is my favorite for figuring out where somebody works. Do you work indoors or outdoors? And they can reach over and they can tap my hand. And I would say almost every single time I've ever done that, I have figured out where a person has worked. Oh, you work outside? Awesome. Do you work for a small company or a big company? Which one? And then we just keep narrowing it down from there.
If I have a game night, I want you on my team.
I'm really good at those at work games. I just started playing Wordle and my kids are like, whoa, Mom. And I'm like, this is literally what I do for a living.
Yes, I know. I'm thinking, oh, you'd be fun in a game night. Only if you're on my team. Now, and then do you also, if it's, let's say they don't understand the question, do you then know, okay, that's where we're going to start? If we can't even get to a comprehension, then that's kind of, you'll say, we're going to start there.
Well, if somebody is apraxic, chances are good that they've got pretty solid comprehension because apraxia is up high on the motor strip and auditory comprehension is further back. So I would be more concerned that there would be two sites of lesions or two sites of injuries if they are that apraxic and have that poor of comprehension, or they're just severely brain injured from a TBI and they need something written down perhaps in keywords. Like work, ? In big, bold, black letters on a piece of paper, and me just reading it with them. Work? Where do you work? And then they'll usually make some sort of attempt. But if there's no information that they're able to convey, then yes, absolutely, we'll reach out to family.